All righty now. We have 5 minutes. 5 minutes or less for season 1, episode 4 of the House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon. So just quickly, we can recap some of what happened in episode 3. I was really, really astonished, somewhat shocked when Damon's brother showed up on the dragon to help him. I mean, I was just like, okay, okay, he knows the true meaning of family, and yes, he does know that Damien will probably, try to take him out if need be because he wants to reign as the king himself. Astonishing. Now, I thought that the crab guy was really an idiot for thinking that Damon was going to just concede like that. I mean, he looked like he was doing it. And, why would he trust somebody like that? Why wouldn't you have somebody check him to see if he had any other devices on him? That was just weird. So I can't wait for this next one to come. I also liked how Rhaenyra, how she's coming to be formidable. She really looks at, she has, a thought process, and so she has an informed, you know, decision, and then she just goes for it, and she does it, and it's been turning out right so far. So can't wait to see this. So now, for those of you who need a way to watch the House of the Dragon, then there is a way to watch it, and I'm just going to put that up right now so that it can stream across the bottom. I've heard a lot of good things about USTVGo.tv, and what people are doing is they're watching it there or other locations, and they're chatting with us about the program, and we'll be getting started soon. Oh, hey, Shane, how's it going? No problem. No problem. Absolutely not a problem. That's great. That's great. I remember. How is your mom? I hope she's well. That's awesome.
You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further?
Okay, and we're about to get started here. Okay, and it should be up and available. All right, it is episode 4. Okay, and we're going to get started. All right. New episodes every Sunday night at 9 p.m. And it's showing the previous previously on House of the Dragon. Okay, great, Shane. That's great news. I like the fact that the king told Venera that he swears to her that she will not be supplanted. So that's what he's saying now. We shall see. If you haven't already, please like the stream. Give me a thumbs up. That'll be awesome. Did you guys remember when he brought half of the Crab King's body out? I was just like, oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and go right into it. That looks like Venera. In fact, they have a group of people. I guess they're coming to get help or support from the king. Venera is sitting down. So they have an audience with Venera. Hmm. Oh, okay. They're going to see who might be a contender for her hand. And she just basically busted him out because he's older than her father. Now there's a young boy, a child, she said. But they're an ancient house with a formidable army. So all of the men are going to come forward because they want to marry the princess. Oh, that's terrible. Uh-oh. They're getting ready to start a sword fight. Uh-oh, somebody got killed. Oh, my. And it was just that quick. And now we're out. The princess is out on a ship. If anybody needs to be able to watch, they can always go to ustvgo.tv. I've heard that that is a good, very good free streaming service. And she's looking up into the sky. Oh, it looked like it was a dragon. I wonder whose dragon that was. And there is her father, the king. He's not looking so well. He's slowing down. Everybody is rushing in. Let's see what's going on. Hello, Ronan. Have you been watching House of the Dragon? Oh, it's Damon that's come to court. And he's coming for a visit with his brother. I wonder what he has to say. Oh, he's walking in real cocky like. Okay, episode 4 is on now. That's what we're watching. Oh, he walked right up to the soldier's blade. Oh, it hasn't? Try down at the bottom of the screen, there's a website that I've heard great things about. You can try that. Oh, now he's bending the knee to his brother. He said he knows there's only one true king. Interesting. I wonder if he's serious or, because of the support by his brother. The king's hand is watching him. But in episode 3, it looked like he was going to form an alliance with the I can't remember his name, but the one who has the shipping channels that's being pirated. Oh, he put his head on his brother and everybody's clapping. Said the realm owes you a great debt, brother. I don't trust him. Yeah, because if he was really serious, he would have told the king, his brother, about the other man that was trying to talk him into going against his brother, the king. Oh, it's kind of making fun of his child wife. She said, Venera said, I shall enjoy them alone. Oh, so she was taking the ship back. That's right. Venera said they're not fawning over me. They just want her Venerian blood and their offspring. She said it's rather romantic. That's true. She said, how romantic is it to, you know, being filled in and squeezing out airs? It is like being in jail and they just want you to stay pregnant so you can have more boys. Oh, her father's frustrated because he went through a lot to arrange the tour to meet all these gentlemen callers. Well, you went behind her back and was talking to her father because of your father. So what do you think? You're not gonna have friends. You're the queen. So they're getting their friendship back together. That's nice. You seem so content on the Dragonstone. Why did you come back? That's Rhaenyra talking to her uncle. There is surely more to your return than simply taunting my father. It's not working. Oh, Ronan. I'm sorry about that. I've heard great things about it. I've actually used it myself a couple of times when I was out of town. So when do you think? When is it? Each episode usually released there. She feels like her father wants to basically pimp her out to ever have the biggest castle. He said there are worse things to be sold for. Marriage is only a political arrangement. Once you are wed, you can do as you like. For men, marriage might be a political arrangement, she says. For women, it is to be a death sentence. Would it be? I would have been rid of my bronze, bitch, a long time ago. Your wife has been fortunate. You haven't put her away. I doubt a child could grow in such a hostile environment. Mm. So they go between England. A mother was made to produce heirs until they killed her. My mother. No, your father killed her. I won't subject myself to the same fate. What happened to your mother was a tragedy. But this, mm, you cannot live your life in fear. You will forsake the best parts of it. Now that is true. He speaks the truth there. I have no desires to live in fear. Only solitude. Mm, I don't know about that, princess. Things will change. Now they're starting to talk back in English. One day later, okay. Lord Corliss, that's him. That's the brown skinned black man with the beautiful white or gray. I don't know if they're braids or if they're dreads, but if they are, they're thin dreads. Hmm. So they were just talking in the King's Council about alliances and some that are broken. Well, the king's wife is trying to soothe the baby, but the baby is not having it. It looks like a little girl, but I know she had a boy for him earlier. Oh, can you imagine having, you have to guard the princess or whoever by standing outside of their room door, and I mean, you better not go to sleep. I wonder if they traded off, if before I was it like a full 8 hour shift? Whose clothes are those? She just emptied out a duffel bag, it would seem, in her bedroom chambers, bed chambers. And now she's reading something, but she's not telling us. Oh, it looks like a map of her room, like a a diagram. So now she's acting upon it, and she found out that there's a door in her bedroom that leads down to the dungeon. Oh wow, she's got mm, a lot of guts to go down there. I think that Damon really loves his niece. That is evident when she rode the dragon there and it landed on the bridge at Dragonstone, and he thought about it for a moment, but then he just turned around and threw the egg at her. But he doesn't want to hurt her. And I think she cares for him. As a matter of fact, he was the one that left the clothes and the note in her room. So she put on the baggy clothes so nobody knows who she is, and he has on a hoodie. And she met him. She went through the dungeon where the huge, I think it was maybe like the grandfather or the first dragon, the huge one. And he's taken her into town to see all of what's going on. And it is a lot of people out, like it's some type of celebration, but I think it's just people just out in the street. And I mean, they're doing all kinds of things. I just saw something pretty horrible, like it was some people copulating and people there's people looking to make money off of you. The lady asked her, would she like to know the day of her death? Okay. What do you think about them, Ronan? I'm curious to see what your take is on them. So it was several people in the room with the king while he was taking his bath, and now his child or teenage bride decided to relieve all of them, and now she's going to bathe him. And I think he enjoys it. He said that she has a far kinder touch than all of them. And she said, thank you, husband. Well, I wish we had the other people on the that would normally be on the panel. But a few of them had to work today or tonight. Oh, now Damon took her to a play, and they're doing a skit about when her mother was having the baby. I don't think she's gonna like it. They might go a little bit too far. Oh, now they're talking about her. Would she make a powerful queen, or would she be feeble? Mm. Oh, you do? You think that, Ronan? I guess we'll have to see. She didn't like how they were portraying her, and she said it's no consequence what they think, and he said it's a huge consequence if you're planning on ruling them one day. They feel like a man, Aegon, should be the king. Now, why did she take that and run off? Oh, it's a good thing she knew the soldier that caught her. Mm. Who knows when she'll have her next taste of freedom? That could have gone wrong. Mm. So her chambermaid came into the teenage queen's bedroom and said that the king has requested her presence. So you know what that means. And she said it's quite late. And she said, "Yes, your grace." So now Damon took her to this, it looks like a brothel, or it could be a place where people are trying to be artistic, but it looks like everyone is in their birthday suits. And she's got a drink too in her hand. So, oh, the king is getting worse and worse. All of those lesions on his back. And he's having intercourse with his teenage wife, and she does not look like she is interested at all. Ooh, God, yeah, I think that's a brothel. I don't know what it is. Maybe a house of iniquity with a, and he's got her there looking at all of it. I don't think that is appropriate. A lot of freaky stuff going on. And why would he bring her there unless he's trying to, bring shame upon her so that she won't move into the being the queen? Yeah, I see what you mean, Ronan. Ronan, did you hear about this? Because man, they just got through kissing each other. I am shocked. And she doesn't know anything about any of this kind of thing. And for him to bring her there, and oh my goodness, she better hope, they better hope her father doesn't find out about it. Well, I don't know that they're madly in love, Ronan. But they're right now they're madly in lust. That's one thing. See now he's she's trying to kiss him and he's backing away from her. He's trying to turn her out. That's awful. And he just left her in the streets, and now somebody's following her. Now the guard didn't even know the princess was gone, so she just came back the front way, and he shot like, and he's asking her, "Is she hurt?" And he said he should alert the Lord Commander, and she said, "Don't." And she snatched his helmet. So now she's playing a game with him. And now she won't let him out of her room. She can get him killed, executed. And she kissed him. She was getting ready to unbutton her shirt, but he told her to stop. Playing with fire, little girl. She's starting to take some of his armor off. Mm. If he gets caught, that's the end for him. So she's not even she's being selfish. She's not even thinking about him. But she really never had any kind of real love for him anyhow. She just knows him and has felt some type of way about him from the beginning. She thought he was cute. So now he's falling for it. We shall see. I hope the Lord Commander doesn't come looking for him because he sees that he's not stationed in front of her door. I think Damon did that to try to get her turned out and put her in a position where she, like if it was certain things that she wanted to do, she would be obliged to be on his side about it because of what happened. You know, sort of like holding it over her head. But I kind of had a feeling the first time she saw him that it was going to be something between them, and I mean the guard and her. I don't know. Maybe it backfired on Damon because Damon thought he was going to turn her out and make her uh, want him, and he backed away from her. And I'm not sure if it was because he felt like this was wrong or because that was part of the plan. But she's found somebody else now. So what he awakened in his niece turned into this with the king's guard. Well, they better hope that they don't conceive a child. Uh oh, it's a child spy. He's a messenger, and he's bringing word from the white worm. Hmm. So Jamie is in the gutter someplace asleep. Oh, he's with that lady that was in the brothel that he always sees. Oh, oh, he was cold, but he don't need protection from a common WHORE. Oh, some kind of way she owns a little motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. She told Damon you can pay for the room on your way out. Okay, so now the king's hand. Let's see what's going to happen here. So he wants an audience with the king, and the king looks really ragged. Uh oh, discomforting news that he wants to be discreet. Uh oh. Oh, I wonder if he knows something about. Uh oh, yes, the princess. Uh oh. Oh, please don't involve the princess was spied last evening. Oh, yep, in the brothel, the pleasure house. Woo! He told it she was carrying on with her uncle. Woo! They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden, of a princess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He said, "You're accusing my daughter of something. Now speak it plainly." They were seen together. Now what? Yeah, but nobody saw them actually uh, copulating. They saw them kissing. Uh-oh, the queen is listening. He said coupling. The king said, this is a lie. You've been lied to. Uh-oh, the hand is doubling down. Uh-oh, who's responsible for this gossip? Okay, he's not going to give up his source. Oh, yeah. They said they saw her. It says your intent to destroy my daughter's reputation because your designs are obvious. Oh, you wish to have your blood upon the Iron Throne so much you're willing to destroy my own. That's right, because the queen is his daughter, and so her heir to the throne would be the boy that she bore. And if the princess is sullied, then the king won't really be able to keep his word that she would be on the throne. Uh-oh, now the teenage wife came out and she let him know that she was listening. And he walked past her. Wow. Rhaenyra, you have really fouled up. Oh, it's the guard coming to see Rhaenyra. Princess. He's probably being sent away because people saw her and he was in charge of protecting her. Mm-mm. He said he has a message from the queen. Uh-oh. She's asking her, what happened last night? What do you mean? My father has made some allegations about you. Uh-oh. Were you with your uncle? Woo! Oh, she lied. She said, I haven't seen him in years. So she said she was having fun. No, she did not sleep with that man, with her uncle. She said that's a vile accusation. Oh, she said you Targaryens have weird customs. He was told. Ooh, to question her virtue is an act of treason. Well, now, that means they could get away with anything. only want to help you, Rhaenyra. She told her they drank in a tavern, single taverns, and I asked to go home. Damon wished to continue. He was her escort. So he took me to a show. I was only a spectator. I wasn't doing anything. And then he sank into his cups and abandoned me for some more. Should have known better. And why is her queen friend all upset about this? You're supposed to be her friend. And so you did not. Must I truly refute that? Hmm. Now she's lying. She said Damon never touched me. She said, I swear this to you upon the memory of my mother. Woo! She really doesn't want to be caught. The Queen said this is foolish of you to question your virtue, to put your virtue in question. She said you would ruin everything if it was brought into question that you were sullied. Well, she did have intercourse with the guard. Uh-oh. Damon is there. They got Damon. And they said that the king requires an audience. Oh, she better hurry up and get back. And he's drunk. See, she needs to be there. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, he kicked him. Said you defiled her. And still, you said nothing. He said we did all of this on those streets. He said you're we were men. So you have warned her. What Lord will wed you now? I don't give a care what the Lords think. Yeah, you have spent a lifetime defending him. He said your heart. He said wed her to me. You're already wed. Uh-oh. The king put a blade to his brother's neck. No, now you figured it out, Kingy. It's not my daughter you lust for, it's my throne. You told him to go back to the veil, to your lawful wife. As you wish, brother. Wow. A friend is sticking up for her. The queen. She said she swore to me that she's still a maiden, and I believe her. Queen. She said she swore to me that she's still a maiden, and I believe her. Queen. She said she swore to me that she's still a maiden, and I believe her. Queen. She said she swore to me that she's still a maiden, and I believe her. Queen. She said she swore to me. Little double talk there. She didn't know her father was there. That dagger she was going to pick up belonged to Aegon the Conqueror. And then before that, said the burden of this knowledge is larger than the throne, and it's larger than you and your desires. And Jaehaerys would have disinherited you. So you yet to ask me about the truth of what happened. Oh, the king said the truth doesn't matter, only perception. Now you've exposed yourself, and we have to suffer the consequences. If I were born a man, I could bear whoever I want. Double standard, of course. She said I could father a dozen bastards, and nobody would blink an eye. He said, but you're a woman. And she said, well, go ahead and let Aegon have it. Uh-oh. She told him, he told her she was going to marry the son of the sea snake. He called her. You are my political headache. This is going to unite the two most powerful houses in the realm. And no one would dare to stand against us with our dragons and their navy. The vulture that perches above your throne. What will you do about him? What vulture? The hand. He wants Aegon to be named heir, and he would stop at nothing to see it done, including bringing about her ruin. She's talking about that most trusted advisor with his own self-interest. He said it's unavoidable. And she said, I disagree. I will do my duty as heir and wed Selena, but you must first do yours as king. What might that be, Rhaenyra? Uh-oh, he has to see the hand. Said 5 days. What? 5 days what? I'm sorry. My father was a hale and healthy warrior and dragon rider. Jairus named the great royal hunt to celebrate him being named Hand of the King. And 5 days later, his father lay dead. Tournaments last longer. Now he's naming previous king that died of a burst belly. He said, but it was a good day for you. Jairus named you Hand in Balon's stead. He said, that's hardly how I viewed it, your grace. It was a duty. You served my grandfather nobly in his final days. And he's the man that taught him how to be king, he said. He said, you honor me, your grace. He went from being another man in Jairus' court to the second most powerful man in the realm. And I wonder, how long did it take you to choose yourself over your king? Uh-oh. Rhaenyra got to him. But I'll never recover from Emma's death, but Alicent was a relief. Now he says that she was a calculated relief. He said it's an absurdity. The queen loves you. No. He said your interests no longer align and your judgment has been compromised. But a loyal hand must tell the king an inconvenient truth at times. Otherwise, he's not a faithful servant. Well, he said you were a faithful servant. Oh, he's taking the hand from him. The crown and the realm both owe you a debt that can never be repaid. But I can no longer trust your judgment. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's what you get. You got too greedy, too fast. And Rhaenyra, shoot, she called him on it. Mm-hmm. It's the physician. I think it's the master. What is that? The morning after drink? Okay, what is that? A tea, princess, from the king. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences. That's what that is. That's the Plan B pill, except it's in an elixir. Wow. And that is the end of episode 4. Hmm. Okay. Let's see what previews they have for us for episode 5. So we assume that she's going to drink it. It would be a tragedy if, well, not a tragedy. Um, it would destroy her because of the implications of her being pregnant and, of course, not being married. And people would always assume it was her uncle's. It's a terrible decision to have to make. I would hate to have to make a decision like that. Okay, and here are the previews. The king is going to propose the marriage and have a royal wedding. He wants to herald in the second age of dragons. Uh-oh, the cousin said Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged and knives will come out. Uh-oh. So the king will die, and if Rhaenyra precedes him, there will be war. Oh, and then the old hand was just talking to his daughter, the queen, and he said, "Prepare Aegon to rule." Mm-hmm. Okay. He took that sword and said, "Add it to the chair." I like when they discuss it at the end. The writers or the producer, director. They said he ends up being the same man as he was before, with an unpredictable nature. So he's looking to get back at his brother, and Rhaenyra becomes the apple of his eye. So I said we've known there's a chemistry between them. Okay, that's what you were saying, Ronan. Ronan, that's something that said she's not innocent. Oh, okay, they said that's the Targaryen custom. Okay. Mm. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, Damon was using Rhaenyra. Right. Okay. So he knew it wasn't right, and that's why he just couldn't continue. So, but when she gets excited, when he realized he couldn't handle it, so he was not in control. So this happens to him, that he's still the same person, and people think that he's changed, and he's not. So he awakened something in her, and this man ended up being the one. Well, he was right there. Oh, I didn't know that he swore a vow of chastity, but he's had an eye for her too. So of course the hand wants to ruin her. So Aegon, his grandson, will be the heir to the throne. So they said he loves the king, but and that I don't know about that so much. He said, well, "You're so sick of ambition that you would do this to my daughter." So he gets the blame, and the hand's name is Otto. So they said the king knew Rhaenyra did some things that she shouldn't have done, but anyway, she calculates that it had to be Otto because he would be the only one that would gain something from here. And so the king did the right thing by the kingdom and by him. So now the dragon comes out in Viserys because of how he feels like what he did to his daughter and how he feels manipulated. So she's disappointed in her father about him coming to tell the king, but she's clearly upset. And Alicent, the queen, is feeling stuck with no friends, isolated and alone. So these last two episodes have been about 6 years. So he finally decides that it's no longer an ask, it's a demand because they need to protect the realm, and the realm is seen as vulnerable when it has no heirs. So, as your king and father, I'm ordering you to make this pact. So they're learning the Game of Thrones. Very good. Very good. I'm enjoying this series tremendously. Tremendously. And now you guys know that there's a game that's out. It says your dragon is waiting. And it shows a bunch of different colored dragons' eggs. It's a game. And they look like painted Easter eggs. So there's a game that you might be interested in. It's available on Google Play as well as the Apple Store. So have fun with that. Thank you for coming And for those of you who missed it that are in the replay, I hope you find it interesting to listen to while you're watching, or maybe after you watch it, to see what the commentary was that I had. And usually we'll have some people on panel. Tonight was one of those off nights where they had to work. So hopefully we'll find someone for next time and we can have even more discussion. Please share out the information. So the more the merrier. You can share it on Facebook especially. Um, and in some of the groups that talk about this House of the Dragon. And the more the merrier. Everyone take care. Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye bye. Next Sunday, same time, meet us again for the House of the Dragon, episode 5. Good night.